out of Super Hatch and straight into the Hankook Formula Vees.
The Hankook Formula Vees here, ready to rock and roll. It's going to be tight stuff at the front end. The two teammates are very close in qualifying, but I think they're going to have lots of competition coming out of Peter Hills. He's very quick here at Kyalami, and keep an eye out on the two cars just on the left-hand side there. They are certainly going to be quick.
That's Greg Wilson and Michael Masnak in the Reflex Solutions cars as they get ready to go off the line, dropping the hammer, and Jaco Schricks looks like he's been left on the line. Gert van den Berg certainly putting the pressure on early on as they head into turn one. But as I said, it was going to get extremely close. It is very, very close as the Forza chassis comes up on the inside, tries to force its way through. Gert van den Berg on the outside there, fighting hard to keep Greg Wilson at bay. But a super start nonetheless there from the man up front, Alan Holm, getting the drop off the line. Schricks in the middle of the battle there. The Auto Mecha car certainly looking pretty tasty too. Keep an eye out on the old man. Sim Krobler is certainly not going to hold anything back here. I mentioned the fact that there are a few Kyalami specialists here, and they're all right at the front end of this battle from the word go in the Hankook Formula Vees. Heading towards Clubhouse Corner now, and it's hard braking. Already Holm is under pressure from his teammate. Schricks has found his way through on Peter Hills. Peter Hills is not going to let these two get away. He stays right on the back as we go on board here with Gert van den Berg into the S's. Look at how hard it is, looking those Hankook tyres to the limit as they pitch it in for the first time and up towards the top of the hill. And now it is a battle royal there between Wilson and Van den Berg. Van den Berg looking for a way pass. Can he find it on the brakes? He pulls out, but at the front end, wow, changes pretty dramatically. The laser sprint cars are certainly working hard, and there's no team orders there whatsoever. Speaking of team orders, where is Henk Swanepoel going? He is nowhere. He is at the back end. He's usually in this little battle. And 4x4, they go through the sweep. Usually ends up in tears. And Formula Vee's showing exactly why National Championship status has been there for the longest in the entire motorsport history of South Africa. Formula Vee is certainly looking great here at Kyalami. It's the number 12 car of Lucian Ramchanda, and he's down in 12th place, so a bit of work to do now for the youngster as he closes in on one of the stalwarts of the series, Ben Pienaar, working very hard to maintain a top 10 position. Round the outside, Gert van den Berg is not holding back, uses a bit of the grass on the final lap and moves to second place to beat out Greg Wilson. What a bit of driving there. Opportunistic stuff, but certainly paid off in the end. Win goes to Jaco Schricks. That is 5 out of 5 for him. Van den Berg in second place ahead of Wilson, Peter Hills, Sim Krobler, and Alan Holm down in 6th place. The man who was on pole, losing out the biggest. 7th place goes to Brad Bedingfield and Tristan Alford, fighting hard for his 8th spot, beating out Michael Masnak. Henk Swanepoel, the Renexcon man, down in 10th ahead of Ben Pienaar and Lucian Ramchanda, number 12 in 12th. Danny De Bruin takes the 13th spot. Lucky for some, Barry Duplessis ahead of Martin Singleton for the top 15. A big thanks to the new presidential election and, of course, the inauguration for the aerial material. But we now go back onto the black stuff for more action from the Hankook Formula Vees. Alan Holm back again on pole position. Gert van den Berg alongside him. Van den Berg got a good start off the line. Jaco Schricks is going to have to work hard from down in 6th place. But it looks like Van den Berg has got the drop. And has he got the whole shot? Wait till we go to the camera shot and the angle. Yes, he's got it. Alan Holm in 2nd, Wilson in 3rd. Heading through up towards 3, 4, and 5. Wow, absolutely nothing in it between those top 6 cars. And looks like the second pack starting to get into the usual contenders and the usual battle that we see for the second half of Formula Vees. Out of what is Nashua Corner now, heading towards the big sunset sweep. And it's Gert van den Berg fighting things out, trying to maintain an opportunity to keep out the man who's looking for the perfect race season so far. That is Jaco Schricks. He sits in 2nd place right now, exactly where he needs to be. But there's a bit of pressure coming from behind from Wilson. And you'll be concerned about that. There's no doubt about it. The KLX car a little bit further back there of Danny De Bruin fighting for honours there with Lucian Ramchanda. We go on board with that man as they head into the S's. You can see a little lift off and then back onto the power, sweeping through the S's. Ramchanda with a little bit of manoeuvring through there. The back end stepped out ever so slightly, but he managed to hang on to it. We've got a new leader going into the bowl and a new man in 3rd place. Alan Holm follows his teammate through and goes up to 3rd, beating out Gert van den Berg. Van den Berg's under pressure here. Peter Hills is on his inside. He had to take evasive action. Wow! Hills going on the inside, not holding anything back. I did say he was going to be quick around here. I didn't realize he was going to hold nothing back. Brilliant bit of driving there from Peter Hills. Absolutely amazing stuff. Then a bit further back, his teammate starts to take up the challenge as the second Renexcon car has problems in turn 3. Wow, Alan Holmes spins out. Evasive action having to be taken by a couple of drivers. And Tristan Alford, well done, big guy. Goes onto the outside. Gert van den Berg had to go even wider into the dirt and finds himself coming back onto turn 3. But problems here as they get back on track here. Danny de Bruin having some issues. Puts his hand up. A little bit of issues there on the Raymer. It's final stage time, and a brilliant drive from Jaco Schricks to stay out of trouble. He's got it all sorted out. We go on board with Wilson through the final turn. He's going to come through for a second place. He'll be happier with that, there's no doubt about it. Peter Hills in the Renexcon car is going to come through for third. Alan Holm, who spun out there, managed to hang on for fourth place, only just beating out Sim Krobler to the line. And Gert van den Berg, the man who went dirt tracking, eventually finishes up in sixth place. Seventh place was another dirt tracker. That was Tristan Alford. He beats Brad Bedingfield this time, so we'll probably take the overall in terms of those two. Then it was ninth place to Henk Swanepoel, Ben Pienaar in 10th, Masnak and Ramchanda the top 12 with Barry Duplessis beating out Vaughan Hills, Martin Singleton, and unfortunately problems right at the closing stages there for Danny de Bruin in the Kalex Raymer.
It's a hell of a lot of fun. I mean, we enjoy it, and it's close, and you think you get a gap the first 2 laps, but then the guys stop fighting and they're working together and they catch you up again, so it was